Welcome to Monthly Circle of the Voice Weavers. Today we're going to be discussing a very profound question. 10-year self want you to say out loud today. All of you knew this. I hope you have some answers. As for me, when this introspective question was thrown at us, it took me back to my childhood, as of course it was meant to. And between nostalgia and self realization, I tried to see my today's self from the perspective of my 10-year-old self. And from that unfiltered, full, and honest perspective, I saw the complexities my adult life has got entangled in. I saw the confusion in the eyes of my 10-year-old self, and frankly, I had no explanation for it. All I would tell my 10-year-old self was, I tried. And I also felt very defeated. But the fun thing is, my 10-year-old self only said, you can do something else. So, what did your self tell you today? Who wants to start first?
I can start. When I looked at this question, I thought, something very profound is going to come up and it's going to be life changing, but nothing that life changing actually happened for me. All that I felt was my 10-year-old feels that, finally I'm embracing my true self. So I think she likes where I'm going. And I think one confession that I think that she was really pushing for me to make, although it doesn't make any difference in this forum, is that I hate cooking. So there are a lot of people who know me for many years and they feel that, I love cooking and I'm such a good cook and blah, 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 but I absolutely hate it. I do it only because I need to. So if given a chance, I would never cook.
So that is what your 10-year self wants you to say out loud.
Yeah.
I hate cooking. But isn't it good that your 10-year self is happy with the direction your life has taken?
Yeah, it feels good. See, I like the fact that I had this feeling that for me, being you has always been very important, being very authentic to who I am. And I've been working on being authentic for a very long time. Now, if my 10-year-old feels that, yes, you're moving in the right direction, I'm assuming the right direction would be towards authenticity. I don't know what she means by it, but I hope she means authenticity. So I'm very happy to hear that.
That's a happy experience. Thank you, Ritu. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
Who is going next?
So my 10-year-old, as like how rightly Nidhi said, it took me back, and it was like, for me, it was viewing the life from a 10-year-old's eyes was like different segments of my life. It wasn't like a nice transition. It was just one segment done, then the other one, then the other one. And then when I asked, what would you say out loud? It was kind of a mix of being proud as to where I am, at the same time, also a complaint, or, also kind of a feeling that she said was, you grew up too soon, and it was like responsibility just took over all your innocence, and seriousness and maybe anger had become your safety. So, somewhere along the way, I forgot to be a child, to laugh, to play, and to feel free. So she said, I want you to really laugh again, fully and freely, and then dance without apology, or, be that silly you without any shame. And I think the core message was that remember that joy always comes naturally. So you don't have to seek someone's permission, or you don't have to earn the joy, but it's just that. So she want me to kind of relive being the 10-year-old. So that was very profound. Uh, when I reflect back, I felt, yeah, everything was task oriented. And then, I never been that child at 10, I think. Yeah. Thank you. It was so easy for me to put up the question, but then reflecting back, it was like, wow, was that. So wherever I am, I'm happy. But yeah, I think I definitely miss being that 10-year-old. So I need to really do some things really so silly. That part of life which I have not lived, I can relive again.
So, I have one question, Archana. It's
Yeah.
like your 10-year self is happy where
Yeah.
you are,
Yeah.
but it is also reflecting on your journey.
Yeah. Because as a 10-year-old, she was very task oriented, be quiet, do this, do that, and am I safe? Those were the thoughts always in my mind.
She doesn't want you to be that.
That's right. That's right. It's like can you be the 10-year-old again to relive and feel the joy? Now, what you have as a happiness, can that 10-year-old also relive it?
So, very frankly, then, it's your elder version is a role model for your 10-year-old self, then.
Yeah, I think yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Because I
It's
think I became too matured and too responsible at a very young age. So I mean, I definitely had choice, but I was a child. A child will always feel it is small.
Mm.
No freedom, like I'm too small, I don't know. So we had to fit in however it was. So yeah. Yeah, I think definitely a role model. And it was like a feeling of relaxation, right? Finally, you are breathing. But I need to breathe too, right? So
Mm.
usually, I mean, being that therapist mind, right? Okay, now you're happy that I'm feeling good. I am in a good place and happy and etc. But I didn't realize that how suffocating it could have been for the 10-year-old.
But then you've done well in your life. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah, pretty well, I think. Yeah.
Okay, Divya.
Yeah. It's really a tough question. No?
Yes.
Um, I feel like my 10-year-old is missing a lot of fun, a loud smile, the loud laugh, everything. Because when I feel like everyone was around us at that time. Now that is what it's missing right now. Now I'm in a, like in a different world, like nobody is with me, just a four of us.
Yeah.
Now, like, no fun. It's like more into family oriented. And yeah, it's like our, the close to, we have a lot of person who are close to our heart. Like, it's missing a lot because they are in a different place. And we are just in a different place. That's what my 10-year is missing. Yeah, exactly.
So you're missing your childhood freedom.
Yeah, exactly. Childhood, freedom, everything, family.
Family, the
Now, like four
safety.
of us, husband and children. And yeah,
Mm.
that's really. I used to feel a lot of time. I miss them a lot. But yeah,
But what do you think your 10-year self would like to say to you now? Like, live some of those moments again?
yeah, but like few things like can't be taken back also, right?
Mm.
Hmm? Now you are in a different path
Where
and
you
you
are.
can't just take a U-turn and go back there. There are some hinders also. We need to face everything. This question is quite emotional question actually. Uh, it's just digging you a little bit deeply.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And it's very spiritual as well.
Yeah.
It's about, it's not the 10-year-old, it's about our journey since then.
Exactly. The journey, like where we were and where we are now,
Yes,
and the missing part.
yes.
Okay.
What the 10-year-old is saying to the world is what it is saying to you.
Yeah.
Like, thank you, Divya. Thank you for that. Who's going to go next? Anita?
I can go.
Nisha? Okay.
Okay, so Nidhi just told me a few hours back about the topic. I hadn't seen the uh, message, so then I have been pondering over it. So the 10-year-old I was in Nainital, and I hated it. Nidhi was my only friend there. Nonetheless, I survived. Now, today I was having a pretty bad day. My daughter is 10 now. I've been scolding her since morning. I'm sorry. I've been scolding her since morning. And when Nidhi told me about this, I was thinking that, when I used to get those scoldings, uh, how I reacted and how that killed a part of me. And I had never been able to really get over it. So, I was making a very, very conscious effort to change that for my daughter. I guess, yes. So that's what I was doing.
That's
Thank
very
you.
brave of you. Very, very brave of you. I remember as a 10-year-old, Nija was such a shy girl. I think she still is, but shy kid, scared of everyone. I I mean, of course, we were in a boarding school. Boarding schools are tough, especially for a young kid. But I think she had me, but I wasn't a scary elder sister. So I couldn't scare off the. I remember it was that sister Roshni. She was horrible.
Very bad.
Yeah, she left a scar on all of us. So,
I
but
still
you're doing
remember that
great.
beating from her.
Sorry?
I still remember that beating from her. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
terrible.
Even these
God.
nuns, they were so horrible at times. They would beat us up with like leather straps. Oh, I don't know how we went through that. But I think all of us survived, and some good, some bad. We're stronger today because of that.
Probably, I think, trying to change it for Sagrid, my daughter. I hope I am not. I hope she comes off. Sometimes I'm very scared that she'll turn up like me, because so many of her traits are like me, and I start scolding her when she starts behaving like me. Then I realize that ये तो मैं ही हूँ. So and then uh, I talk to Nidhi. Nidhi says, don't do that. You know, you can improve upon that, but don't start scolding her, because then she'll start hating herself also, and she'll start hating you also, that part of you also. So, uh, yeah, I guess I'm trying to change. I'm trying to control myself, to change myself from, gain from my past experiences, and move on. So.
Good job. Thank you.
With whatever experience you had, the one thing that really I want to appreciate you for is you said that you are trying your best to consciously not do something to your child. That is so profound for what you have gone through, and like how you could clearly say that I still remember those. So those, it's as if it's a fresh wound. In that you are able to really, hold that space for your daughter to consciously try and build that kind of an environment where you can take care of her well. So I really loved that in you.
Thank
We have two more members. Isha is with us. Hi, Isha.
Hi everyone. Sorry I'm late.
No problem. And that is Hiral. Hi.
Hi. Sorry, I'm not very aware what is this about, so just joining for the first time.
Hiral, the question for today was, what would your 10-year-old self want you to say out loud today? What would it say? So you can reflect on it as we are going to the next person who wants to share that.
I actually didn't go through the question. It's only when I got in the call I realized that question is about the 10-year-old. I have my niece who is 13 years old now. So every time I see her doing anything, it just reminds me of my younger days and how it is. And because she's been brought up by my mom, I see the same parenting going on. And wherever my mom becomes a little strict with her and she tries to correct her, with my current experiences, I do convince my niece, yeah, you have to do this way, you shouldn't do that. So she is right there. And where I feel mom shouldn't be so tough on her, I correct mom out there, ki mama, this had happened with me, so I know how my inner child acts and how I've changed myself. So you can be a little slower. So these are the things which keeps on going on. But fortunately, I'm the same carefree, fears a person who I was when I was 10-year-old as well. I haven't changed much in that tone. But yes, one thing which my 10-year-old would loudly tell me is stop scrolling Insta and work on your stuff. Stop wasting time on Insta reels. Rather, please work. Because I was a well-to-do. I mean, academically, I was very good student. I was a distinction student. But now, when it is to do with my work or anything, I take a step back because उस जमाने में फोन नहीं था अभी फोन है so you just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and that's something which my 10-year-old is saying, that be a little more obedient in your disciplined and obedient towards your work. So that's the only message it is giving me. Otherwise I'm the same carefree bindas person, so in that way I'm okay, I would say.
Does it mean that your 10-year-old is, I'm just kidding if you, so does it mean that your 10-year-old is asking you to grow up and become the adult, responsible adult?
God knows abhi to message nahi aaya, but yeah, when it is asking to stop Insta, maybe that is what it is saying, bas kar abhi, grow up. Yeah.
That's a good reminder, I think. We are all so addicted, right, in a way. Yeah. All right. Thank you for sharing, Anita. Who wants to go next?
I go.
Okay, Shweta, go ahead.
This is very interesting. I'm joining for the first time and I'm loving how different people are having different experiences. And actually, same like her, I did not prepare. I was like, I don't know how was my 10-year-old, but as I'm listening to everyone talking, it's like very interesting. And I'm connecting to all the beautiful memories of childhood. I was like, wow, there was a time like I have done so much of healing last 2 years. I was like, oh, that was such a simple, nice, cute time. And I had a overall it was a good childhood also, playing with dolls. And there were younger, so I used to be the oldest and there were younger girls around me, so I used to boss around and call them at my place, come on, today we'll dance. So they used to dance and let's play with dolls. So everyone would bring all the dolls, and so we will have some birthday parties or marriage functions or everything about dolls. So I remember I was used to be so crazy, and Barbie, I was like, oh, we never had so much money to get Barbie. So that was my dream. And I actually bought it when my daughter was born. She never played, but I used to play. So I think somewhere it was nice looking back. And thank you for bringing me back to all of those beautiful memories. Sometimes we feel, that was a very happy inner child, like 10-year-old. As 4 decades back, life used to be so simple. It wasn't complicated. And somewhere like mind took over, logic took over in me. When I see last 4 decades, I used to started being in my mind. And so I left. So that touch, and I'm glad that I'm healing and I'm more in sync with how my 10-year-old would have been today. So yeah, I'm living that life, which I know I took a detour, but yeah, right now I'm living that life which my 10-year-old would have lived. So I do play, I do all of this stuff to connect, and it's beautiful when you look back on your journey, what you have gone through. Life is not easy for people, but yeah, you can make it simple, you can make it easy. So acceptance and surrender, and these are the two beautiful words I think I can take away from last 4 decades. And thanks to beautiful people like Archana, Ritu, sitting here, and I've heard those words from them quite often. So I'm grateful for this life and opportunities, and I've met people. So my 10-year-old is very, very happy. Like if 10-year-old is listening here, it's like, wow. Wow, life is good. Life is good. Life is wow, ups and downs. So just love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for connecting me to my 10-year-old today.
Thank you. That was very profound as to what you said. And
Yeah.
cute that you did play with the doll that you got. Yeah, that's so
Yeah.
amazing. Even
Yeah.
though years
So,
later, it's nice to play. Yeah.
so Shweta, actually, what you shared took me back to my childhood memories also of always wanting a Barbie, not being able to afford a Barbie. And
Yeah.
just like you, even I bought a Barbie for my daughter and played with it.
Wow. Okay.
I actually bought a Barbie for my son after he was born. I had a bahana to buy a Barbie. So I bought a Barbie for him and I played with
Yeah. I
him.
think finally we are at a stage where like, okay, I can go and buy Barbie for myself. Even if I'm 50, it's okay.
That's
Let
true.
people think whatever they are thinking. I'll go and buy it for myself. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
The way we are empowered.
Yes. Yeah,
Now,
that's
now that you both are saying this, I have always felt like, I would actually, as a 10-year-old, feel that why is everyone behind this nonsense playing and all?
okay.
When I shared my 10-year-old, it was like very mature and then no innocence, seriousness and quiet and responsible and look forward, feel safe by blah 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 blah.
Mm.
Very matured. So I used to actually say like my sister was always wanting to do all this and then fashion, friends, and that clip, this rubber band and all that stuff. I'm like, oh my God, I can't live with these people. Why do you have to run behind it? That's all nonsense. That's how I would actually, I mean, I was a boring person in that sense. Quite a lot of people, friends they would be good because I would give them my notes, etc. Like I would have written neatly. So in that sense, to use me for that, but when it comes to playing and something behaving silly, I'm not the person. They would just avoid me, ignore me for sure. That's so cute. Thank you.
Thank
Please
you.
unmute yourself, Nidhi.
The
I missed a lot. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Maybe you are not meant to hear some of the secrets that we shared. So
I'm going to listen to the recordings. I will edit it.
see, that's the
Nothing has
10-year-old.
changed, Nidhi.
I think we need to edit it this time, Archana. God knows what will come at the end of it. But just so that she doesn't hear it, let's edit it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Why?
It's good to have you back, Nidhi.
Thank you. Thank you.
Isha and Hiral, anyone wants to go? Go ahead.
I can go ahead.
Yes.
I think since you asked about a 10-year-old, I don't recollect much about my childhood, but I think the only advice I would give is like, don't be so scared because I used to be a very timid person and used to overthink a lot before doing anything, and like having all the fear, parents' fear, pressure, and this and that. How? So I think learning to be more assertive and
Right.
setting strong boundaries, because now I'm working with preschoolers. So I have to assert my boundaries with them so that they know, like, okay, the teacher is talking, so they have to show respect, they have to listen. And yeah, then there are times when I also cannot go ahead with the lesson because of their behavior. So I have to tell them, oh, look, today this I could not do because you were not paying attention and all. So I think as a student, I used to be very afraid of my teachers. Like, if being called upon, or like you're
Mm.
not listening and all. So just, I think being in the good books. Yeah. So that was a mindset back then. Now it's not. Now I'm like, you don't have to please everyone. Just be confident and comfortable in your own skin. Yeah. That's all I have to say.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. But this is such a profound thing that Hiral shared with us is we have always been, I mean, I can, I mean, I'm talking on behalf of all of us. I think we were brought up in that fear-based society, right? Teachers, parents, everything I mean, everything revolves around the fear. You do this, then you get this, like price versus payoff. You get this, okay, then you will do this. You do this, everything's so conditioned and fear. Because as a child, we were kind of reminded every now and then that because you're a child, you don't know anything, right? We are the parents, we are the elders, we are the teachers, so we know it. So you have to look upon us because we know everything, you don't know anything, right? Or most of the time, be quiet and listen first. Listen first what adults are saying, elders are saying. So the whole operating system now is finally changed. It's no more fear-based teaching in the schools, and also parents are, becoming very well aware of, like how Anita was saying that she is kind of the bridge with mom and her niece. It's like, yeah, the thing is shifting, I think. Very thankful that, yeah, we were the generation to go through that because we experienced that and now we have shifted to something else. So yeah, thank you, Hiral. That was really profound. Yeah, a lot of fear based. Even today, like yeah, like I would still every day at 6, my eyes and my hand will just go like this because my mom always said by 6 you have to be back home. 5 minutes late, she would say, don't you know that, all the whole thing would come up. So I would like, even I'm working somewhere, it would just go like, oh, 6 o'clock. Okay. It is still not gone. I'm free. I don't care. I go home late, blah. But still the habit is so that at 6, I would look at my watch and then say, oh, it's 6. So
Just to add to that, I think we are the only generation who feared the parents and who fear the kids.
and I think I should really appreciate Hiral for her profession. She deals with little ones who are way smarter than when we were at that age. So I'm sure it has its own nice thing. At the same time, it's quite challenging as well, I think. Yeah, hats off. If you can handle a preschooler, then you can handle anything in the world.
It's
Okay.
like you're switching from a Nokia phone, the keypad phone, to a swipe wala phone, the touchscreen phone, within an hour. So
Yeah,
it's that difficult.
thank you. Yes, Isha.
So I think I just sum it up in one line. I've been thinking about this topic and it was just, the only line I want to tell my 10-year-old self is that life just has a tendency to figure itself out. So feel safe. I think, just it's fine, everything will work out. You don't have to be anyone else. I mean, sitting here today, I can say life worked out best when I was just myself, and everyone who said anything have eaten their words. The people who said you won't be successful, they were looking up to me. And I have a very interesting anecdote to share when everyone was talking about the Barbies. So I think on my 12th or 13th birthday, I really wanted, even that time, the long, like denim skirts, which it were in. And my mom I was adamant that this birthday, I want to wear a skirt. And I was always bottom heavy. And she's like, no, it will not look good. No, she did not let me buy it. Like I cried, I was wailing, sobbing, didn't celebrate my birthday. I was so angry. And last year, when I bought one denim skirt, ankle length, I think something shifted where I was like, I can, like, don't worry, it'll happen in time. So I think that's the other thing I want to say. Everything will fall into place in time.
Right. That was super profound. Thank you, Isha. Because life will definitely unfold. Only thing that you have to think of is feeling and being safe. That means when you feel safe and be safe, and that means you're yourself. When you're yourself, yeah,
Magic happens
I
always.
know every moment is a magic. Awesome.
Also, Isha, by buying that skirt, you in a way reparented yourself. You gave that 10-year-old what she really wanted, which is amazing. If we can do that for all our inner children,
Yeah,
it would be just great.
right.
Yeah, every time I wear that, it's almost like, yeah, I'm there for you, somewhere just telling that inner child that I'm there for you and I will always be there for you. Like, that's all you need.
Yeah. Yeah. I think listening to all of you, and especially that what Divya shared is still, going on. Like definitely when everyone is together, cousins, friends, everyone, that the whole noise and the joy that we have being silly all together in a group, that is something we miss because we're all grown up, have our own families. Yeah, I think we all should collectively meet in a place and just be silly for a day. Theme of the day is to be silly and be the 10-year-old and do anything, pull someone's hair or, push, pull, all that. I think I should also do that to relive it. Yeah.
Or Nidhi,
Don't
we
pull
could also do something with shoes, right? You and I.
No, I'm gonna stay away from Archana. She'll pull our hair.
Oh no.
I was thinking the next question would be, what is the most silliest thing you would want to do? So we know the secrets and then we'll start avoiding.
Oh,
Okay,
oh yeah, that's a good
that's,
question.
you
Thank
know, as a child, the silliest thing I think I loved doing was pulling people's pants down. I don't know why, and I can still do it.
Nidhi, you wanted to take the shoes off of the people and hide it something. Last time कुछ तो ऐसे ही बोला था, and now you want to pull the pants. Oh my God, we better be away from you.
you.
Nidhi, I'm going to wear
That's
saris
not
all the
10
days.
yourself.
Yes, we should wear either a long sari, as she said, or yeah.
Or like a dress that she can't
Gown,
put
yeah,
on.
dress is better. Sari भी निकल जाएगा ना फिर. One thing and it's gone.
Okay. Wow.
But I think, Anita, that's a very good question. Archana, we should definitely consider it for next time.
I know. I would just, like Nidhi and Ritu would ask, okay, what should we keep for the next? And then, it would just instantly come. And I don't think, and they would just say, oh yeah, this is okay, let's do this. And I wouldn't even think what question I have given. And then it really puts me into a lot of thinking a day before the call. Oh my God, who gave this question? Was it me? I would always tell that to myself. But I think, yeah, it was really good for people who instantly could think of something that their 10-year-old felt, and versus people who have been thinking for a long time as to what to talk. Everything made sense. Yeah. So it was nice. It was like as if you have defocused and focused on the 10 and come back again. The pictures were very clear, images were very clear. I think with all the sharings, if as adults, if all of us have to tell something to the 10-year-old, it will be that I love my 10-year-old and I'm there to do what you want me to do.
I think, yeah, just that my 10-year-old, that is what my 10-year-old would want to listen.
Yeah.
I think I'm the only one who doesn't want to be again. Don't go right away. Right.
But
I'm very happy where I'm now, trying to
right.
move on from here. So wouldn't wish to go back till I was 20.
Mm.
Years of my life.
Okay. So Nirja, how would it be if you had to tell your 10-year-old that I love you and I am here, you can be with me all the time?
Uh, don't know. I, no, of course, I have good memories. Sorry, just please give me 1 second. I have good memories. I enjoyed I had a very comfortable childhood. Uh, my my brother and sister were my best friends since we were kids. So I had never really thought about what you're asking me. Uh, I don't like to think about that much. I don't. All I wish, I just try to, fulfill those desires somehow with my kids. I just keep buying them unnecessary things which I wanted to buy myself. All of that, I do that. So I guess हाँ कि when my daughter dresses up nicely, I feel good. कि अगर मैं जब छोटी होती मैं ऐसे पहनती. So, I do those things. I don't know how I would tell my 10-year-old self that everything is okay now. I guess I started living properly, uh, trying to be what I actually am after my 20s. Since I started with my college and stuff. When I got out of home. So when I was in the hostel, I was working. That was the best time. Now that I'm married with children, this is another life, but very nice. I'm very happy with my life. So, yes. 20 years, first 20 years, not so good. I guess my parents are pretty strict.
Noted.
So,
Next time, in case age-related question, post 20, how are you?
yes. Post 20.
Yeah.
That would be a good topic for me.
I think Shashi is just joining, so let's check if she's wanting to say, or we just have to close the call. Okay. You have to unmute yourself.
Hello, sorry I'm late.
It's okay. You're most welcome. So we all have finished sharing. Would you like to share?
Regarding what?
The
My
que-
experiences?
yes, the question, what would your 10-year-old say to you today loudly?
I'll tell to myself that don't give up, just go ahead, conquer the world.
Awesome. That was like a rapid fire, right? Quick
Hopefully,
answers come in. I think it comes with the wisdom of age. Right. Yeah. Right. All right. So thank you everyone for joining. I think it was a profound discussion. And the question in itself was quite nice because we kind of journeyed back there. I think our younger self is still, the motivator for us, and it's kind of a guide and wise enough to tell us, hey, do this again, or do that again, or don't do this again, right? So it's nice to sometime go back and see how it feels to be younger self, and then meet and then have that. And I think there is definitely it's okay to be that younger self again, in spite of being biologically old enough, right? All right. Thank you, all of you, for your insightful tips, and then, for uplifting our journey. And then we'll see you. Oh, Nidhi is back. I was doing the closing of the call, and then she's like, no, her inner child is saying, no, how can you? I'm come. I'm back.
We'll get the recording of this.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much, because I would love to hear everybody's views and opinions, whatever they are saying. I want to know that.
Awesome. Yes, it was really profound. Every one of them shared their things. It was really very nice. Nidhi, I've already almost said thank you and bye, so you can just continue with little last line or something. So
No, no.
My
It's
last
okay.
line is that
I don't know when I'll get disconnected again. So please,
no,
I'm
it was
really sorry again.
no, just thanking everyone, and it is really, really, blessed to touch everyone's life in this way. Thank you. See you all next month. And if you guys have any suggestions for questions, please write to us so we could keep that. Otherwise, we will put you in a lot of mental thoughts. You have to go back, think, or it can be anything. We just want to have a question and everyone shares their perspective on that. There's no right or wrong. It'll be a lot of fun. So if you have anything, please share.
thank you.
And we will usually announce the date much earlier, so block that date. And it's just, an hour dedicated to yourself.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.